Have you ever wondered what makes a person the undeniable center of attention, the one no one can take their eyes off? It's not merely appearance or words. It's a profound secret, a subtle art of power that Machiavelli uncovered centuries ago. True power isn't what you see. It's the invisible force that controls the minds and emotions of others. In this video, I will reveal step by step the psychological tactics and Machiavellian philosophy used to create an irresistible allure. Only by watching until the very end will you understand how to combine all these insights to become the person everyone notices and respects. Stay patient and follow closely. This is the journey to mastering attraction that few ever learn. Imagine walking into a room and instantly commanding every gaze, every thought, without uttering a single word. The air shifts, conversations hush, and all attention quietly bends toward you. This magnetic pull is not magic nor mere luck. It is a hidden force, an invisible power that few truly understand, but many desperately seek. What if I told you this power is not about looks or charm alone, but a carefully mastered art of influence that Machiavelli, the ultimate strategist, uncovered centuries ago? True attraction is far more than superficial allure. It is the silent language of power that controls the minds and hearts of those around you. It operates beneath the surface, a force that draws people in not by force, but by an almost hypnotic gravity. This is the secret that kings, conquerors, and master manipulators have wielded to bend reality to their will. Machiavelli, the godfather of ruthless strategy, knew this all too well. He understood that attraction is never accidental. It is the result of deliberate psychological mastery. It is about crafting an aura so compelling that it dissolves resistance and commands respect. It's about making yourself unforgettable, a figure etched into memory long after you've left the room. But how is this force conjured? The secret lies in mastering what most overlook: the unseen currents of confidence, mystery, emotional resonance, and control. It's a symphony played in silence, where every gesture, every glance, every pause is orchestrated to perfection. Consider this: have you ever met someone who fills a room with their presence without saying a word? Their aura pulls you in, making you wonder, what is it about them? This is no coincidence. It is strategic presence, a power so refined it moves people like a subtle tide, irresistible and unstoppable. Ask yourself, when you enter a room, do you command attention or do you fade into the background? This difference is the line between being a leader or a follower, a magnet or an afterthought. And this line is razor thin, drawn by mastery of invisible psychological levers. One of these levers is confidence, not the flashy bravado of the boastful, but a deep, unshakable assurance rooted in self-knowledge. Another is mystery, the deliberate choice to withhold, to hint, to leave others wanting more. Then there's emotional resonance, the ability to connect with others' feelings while maintaining an air of unchallengeable authority. Most crucial of all is control over your image, your emotions, and how others perceive your intentions. Those who can wield this control transform their very presence into a weapon of influence. Their silent power speaks louder than words, making them impossible to ignore. History is littered with figures who mastered this art. Take Cesare Borgia, Machiavelli's muse and subject, whose calculated charisma made allies loyal and enemies trembling. Borgia's power wasn't brute force. It was the command of presence, silent, yet devastating. His example shows that true attraction is a strategic dance of psychology and perception. Yet this power is not reserved for princes or generals. It is accessible to anyone willing to embrace its principles with discipline and cunning. Understanding attraction as a deliberate tool, one to be honed and wielded, is the first step toward becoming unforgettable. Throughout this video, we will peel back the layers of this hidden power. We'll reveal how to cultivate confidence that radiates, how to cloak yourself in mystery, that entices, how to resonate emotionally while commanding respect, and how to seize control of your presence. But take heed, the true mastery lies not in knowing these secrets in isolation, but in weaving them together into a seamless force that others cannot resist. Only by integrating these elements can you become the person no one can take their eyes off. And here is the promise. In the next section, you will unlock the profound ways Machiavelli's philosophy on emotional influence can transform your presence, giving you the tools to captivate any room you enter. You will learn techniques that separate mere attention from genuine commanding attraction, the kind that bends wills and shapes destinies. So stay close. The journey to becoming unforgettable is just beginning, and what you will discover next may very well change how the world sees you forever. Power without emotional influence is like a king without subjects, meaningless and fragile. Machiavelli understood that the heart, not just the mind, holds the key to true command. To become the person no one can take their eyes off you, must first master the art of emotional influence, the silent force that shapes thoughts, decisions, and loyalty. Emotions are the currency of human connection. They drive choices far more than logic ever could. And those who control emotional currents wield a force far stronger than armies. But emotional influence is not about manipulation in its crude sense. It's a refined dance, a subtle weaving of presence, words, and gestures that evoke feelings aligned with your power. Consider how a simple smile or a deliberate pause can shift the energy in a room. The mastery lies in timing, intensity, and authenticity, or at least the appearance of it. Machiavelli taught that authenticity is often a tool, not an absolute. What matters is the effect you create. But emotional influence extends beyond surface interactions. It's about anticipating emotional reactions and steering them toward outcomes that benefit your position. This requires a deep understanding of human nature, a skill Machiavelli refined by observing rulers, courtiers, and common folk alike. Imagine you are a conductor, guiding an orchestra of feelings. Fear, admiration, curiosity, even envy, each note timed to build the perfect crescendo of influence. To command attention, you must be fluent in this emotional language. One critical principle is the balance between fear and love, a theme Machiavelli famously explored. While love may inspire loyalty, fear is a more reliable motivator when wielded wisely. Yet the most magnetic figures blend these emotions skillfully, ensuring they inspire respect without provoking rebellion. How do you achieve this? Start with your own emotional mastery. Your presence must radiate calm, confidence, never desperation or neediness. When you react emotionally, do so with purpose. A well-timed look, a softened tone, or a momentary withdrawal can create waves that pull others toward you. Another powerful tactic is mirroring, subtly reflecting others' emotions and body language. This fosters subconscious rapport, making people feel understood and valued, yet it must be wielded with subtlety to avoid appearing insincere. Historical masters like Niccolò Machiavelli himself and his muse Cesare Borgia knew this well. Borgia's charm was not mere charisma, but a calculated emotional influence, mixing warmth and menace in precise doses to keep allies loyal and enemies unsettled. In modern life, emotional influence manifests in countless ways, from boardrooms to social gatherings. The person who masters this art commands meetings without dominating them, inspires teams without empty praise, and captivates conversations without overwhelming others. Yet beware, Emotional influence is a double-edged sword. Misuse breeds distrust, and overuse breeds fatigue. The key is strategic restraint, knowing when to engage and when to hold back, making every emotional gesture count. Throughout this section, consider the emotional landscape you cultivate as your arena of power. By mastering it, you transform simple attraction into a lasting magnetic influence. In the next part, we will explore the art of strategic presence, how to command attention without uttering a single word, revealing tactics to make your very existence in a space irresistible and commanding. Prepare to discover the silent signals and unspoken cues that shift the power dynamic before a single word is spoken. In the realm of power and influence, words are only one part of the equation. In fact, the most formidable presence often speaks volumes in complete silence. Machiavelli. Ever the master strategist recognized that presence, the aura you project before a single syllable escapes your lips, is a weapon of unrivaled potency. Strategic presence is about mastering the subtle signals your body posture and energy convey. It is the silent language that commands respect, stirs curiosity, and asserts dominance effortlessly. To become the person no one can take their eyes off you, must learn to wield presence like a finely honed blade, precise, deliberate, and undeniably sharp. Begin with posture. An upright, relaxed stance communicates confidence and control. It signals to those around you that you belong, that you are unshakable. The way you hold your head, the steadiness of your gaze, these are declarations of power that need no translation. A steady gaze in particular draws people in, creating an unspoken connection that demands attention. But presence is more than physicality. It's about energy management, the way your internal state influences the space around you. Are you tense, anxious, or distracted? That nervous energy leaks out and repels. Are you calm, grounded, and purposeful? That aura magnetizes. Machiavelli would argue that mastery over this energy is akin to controlling the battlefield itself. Consider the power of silence. Strategic silence can disarm opponents, build suspense, and give weight to your words when you finally choose to speak. Machiavelli's silent tactics remind us that what is left unsaid can often speak louder than any declaration. Another key element is timing, knowing when to enter a conversation, when to withdraw, and when to let others fill the void. Presence is about control, and control is about rhythm. Command the flow of interactions by understanding this rhythm, and you command the room. Anecdotes from history illustrate this well. Cesare Borgia's presence was not just about his physical appearance, but the way he occupied space, calm, commanding, and almost predatory. His silence and measured movements communicated power that no words could match. In everyday life, strategic presence is what sets leaders apart. It allows them to own a room without raising their voice, to draw followers with mere posture and gaze, and to intimidate rivals through sheer energy. This presence is learned, cultivated, and practiced. Yet beware of the trap of overexertion. Presence must feel natural and effortless. Overbearing or forced energy can backfire, causing resistance rather than attraction. The true master of presence balances intensity with ease, making others feel both captivated and comfortable. Throughout this section, reflect on your own presence. How do you move through spaces? What messages do your gestures send before you even speak? Understanding and refining this silent language is a cornerstone of becoming unforgettable. In the next section, we will delve into building an aura of mystery and authority, revealing how to cloak yourself in intrigue that keeps people guessing and coming back for more. Prepare to discover how the unknown can become your greatest ally in wielding power. In a world overwhelmed by noise and oversharing, mystery has become a rare and potent currency. Machiavelli understood that the unknown is magnetic. It fuels curiosity, commands respect, and keeps others perpetually intrigued. To become the person no one can take their eyes off, you must master the art of cultivating an aura of mystery and authority that silently captivates. Mystery begins with restraint. It is the deliberate choice to reveal only what serves your purpose while withholding what fuels speculation. When you share less, you give others space to imagine, to fill in the blanks with fascination and awe. This psychological gap creates a gravitational pull that draws people toward you again and again. But mystery isn't just about silence or secrecy. It's also about the subtle signals you emit. The way you dress, speak, and move can all suggest layers of depth that invite exploration but defy easy understanding. This complexity suggests power because it implies you hold secrets, knowledge, or strengths hidden beneath the surface. Authority, meanwhile, is the backbone that supports this mystery. It is impossible to maintain mystery without establishing a solid foundation of respect and credibility. Authority is earned through consistent actions, unshakable confidence, and the ability to influence outcomes without overt force. Machiavelli's greatest rulers wielded mystery and authority as inseparable twins. Cesare Borgia's enigmatic smile, his unpredictable decisions, and his silent confidence crafted an image that was both feared and admired. People were drawn to him not only because of what he did, but because of what he left unsaid. In your own life, building this aura begins with intentional behavior. Choose what you reveal carefully, whether in conversations, social media, or professional settings. Avoid oversharing and instead use strategic ambiguity to keep others guessing. When asked direct questions, respond with answers that reveal insight, but stop short of full disclosure. Clothing and style play a role too. Dress in a way that aligns with the image you wish to project. Clean, confident, and distinctive, but never too predictable. Your appearance should hint at sophistication and strength without shouting for attention. Your tone of voice and pacing also contribute. Speak deliberately with measured pauses that suggest you weigh every word. A calm, steady voice conveys control and encourages listeners to lean in. The effect of mystery and authority combined is profound. People don't just notice you, they become invested in you. They seek to understand, to unlock the layers beneath, and in doing so, they grant you influence over their attention and loyalty. However, cultivating mystery requires balance. Too much obscurity breeds suspicion. Too little diminishes intrigue. The key is to maintain enough openness to appear approachable, while preserving enough distance to remain compelling. Remember, mystery is not about deception, but about crafting your narrative. It's the difference between being known fully and being understood on your terms. It gives you power over your image and how others engage with you. As we move forward, keep this in mind. Your aura is a living, evolving force. It requires constant refinement and awareness. When wielded correctly, it transforms ordinary presence into something unforgettable. In the final section, we will explore how to integrate these secrets into a cohesive force that makes you truly unforgettable, combining attraction, emotional influence, presence, mystery, and authority into a single commanding identity. Prepare to unlock the last piece of the puzzle and claim the power to captivate like never before. After peeling back the layers of true attraction, the hidden power, emotional mastery, strategic presence, and aura of mystery and authority, you stand at the threshold of transformation. The final step, and perhaps the most crucial, is integration. Weaving all these elements into a seamless, unbreakable force that makes you truly unforgettable. Machiavelli's genius wasn't just in knowing these secrets individually, but in knowing how to combine them into a symphony of influence. Alone, each aspect holds power. Together, they become an unstoppable tide that commands attention, respect, and loyalty. Begin by aligning your internal confidence with your outward presence. The quiet assurance you cultivate within must resonate through your posture, your gaze, your voice. Without authenticity, all else falters. People instinctively sense dissonance and recoil from it. True power is felt, not just seen. Next, embrace the emotional currents you wish to guide. Use your understanding of fear, admiration, curiosity, and respect to shape how others feel about you. Every interaction should be purposeful. Each gesture, glance, or word, a thread weaving the emotional tapestry that binds others to you. Maintain your strategic presence at all times. Be mindful of the signals you send even in silence. Your energy is a language itself, one that others interpret and respond to instinctively. Cultivate stillness and control so that when you choose to move or speak, your impact is multiplied. Never forget the power of mystery. The spaces between what you reveal and conceal create intrigue and fascination, inviting others to invest attention and imagination in you, precious commodities in a distracted world. Guard these spaces carefully. They are your secret garden. All of these elements rest on a foundation of authority earned through consistent actions, genuine competence, and a calm command over your domain. Authority is the bedrock on which attraction rests. Without it, fascination turns to skepticism. Admiration becomes doubt. When these elements flow together in harmony, you do more than capture attention. You hold it. You become the person who leaves a lasting impression, who lingers in memory and shapes the perceptions of those around you. But integration is not a one-time act. It is an ongoing practice, a daily cultivation of self-awareness and intentionality. It demands reflection, adjustment, and sometimes ruthless honesty with yourself. Consider if your actions truly align with the image you wish to project. Reflect on whether you are aware of the emotions you evoke in others, and if your presence commands respect without force. Ask yourself if you balance openness with enigma, and whether you have built authority through genuine mastery. Answering these questions guides your evolution from mere presence to true power. Remember, Machiavelli's teachings were never about superficial tricks, but about deep psychological mastery, an understanding of human nature so profound it transcends time. By applying these integrated secrets, you step into a role few dare to claim. The person no one can take their eyes off, the one who shapes worlds through quiet but irresistible influence. Thank you for joining this journey. If you found value here, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more insights into the art of power and influence. And stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll dive even deeper into the darker tactics Machiavelli employed to break wills and bend fates. The real mastery of power awaits. You have now uncovered the hidden layers that make a person truly unforgettable, the silent forces that command attention, the mastery of emotions that shapes, influence, the strategic presence that speaks without words, and the magnetic aura of mystery and authority. This journey is more than knowledge. It is an awakening to a deeper understanding of yourself and the power you hold. Remember, becoming the person no one can take their eyes off is not a matter of chance or superficial tricks. It is a deliberate, continuous cultivation of presence, confidence, and control. It requires courage to look inward, honestly, patience to hone your craft, and boldness to step into the world as a force others cannot ignore. Let this be your call to action. Start today, embody these principles, and watch as the world begins to shift around you. Feel the weight of unseen eyes drawn to you, the quiet respect that commands rooms, and the unspoken influence that shapes destinies. The power you seek is not distant. It is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. Take this knowledge, integrate it with intention, and become the unforgettable force you were always meant to be. If this journey has sparked something inside you, share your thoughts, your questions, your stories in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to explore the profound art of power and influence. The next chapter will delve even deeper into the darker tactics that Machiavelli wielded to shape history itself. Until then, remember, true power is silent, unseen, and irresistible.